Everybody kicking a retro here today. Welcome to our newest Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Team preview, we got a Shiny Deoxys Lead, Taunt, Ice Beam, Spikes, and Stealth Rock. Good old Shogun Shien, based on Yu-Gi-Oh, doesn't want to stay on his throne. Good old Swords Dance, Terra Flying, Assault Vest, Primarina, Chef's Kiss, Flip Turn, and Psychic Noise. Specially boosting Unaware Clefable Valerie, named after that, well, Pokemon X and Y, one of the easiest Pokemon games to exist. This little runt over here, and this Choice Banded Sleeping Oak. Let me tell you guys, Peacharunt is one of the most defensive, incredible things in this metagame. Here's one last look at the teams we're running down. Psychopathica, Shien, Valerie, Lady Curls, Dare, and Peachy, isn't it? Really, really cool team. My opponent has some very threatening things. Darkrai, Miraidon, Terrapagos, and yeah, really only two good legendaries. Terrapagos is kind of not as strong in regular standard play because you can wear it down. You would think it wouldn't be as good in doubles, but the support is just phenomenal. By the way, guys, if you know the music we're kicking in today's show, drop a comment down below and let me know if you're asking if it's sped up slightly. Yes, it is. And let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so we are leading with a Speed Deoxys. I could taunt immediately, however, I forgot my focus sash, so I'm going to go directly into Valerie, whom, what I'm thinking, I can take a Shadow Ball not so well after Special Defense. Now, I do have Unaware, so I was thinking, okay, I could just Calm Mind as it goes for this Torch Song that I barely live. With the Unaware and Calm Mind, I should easily be able to take another attack and go for an Alluring Voice and automatically confuse this thing and then Moonlight Up. Well, Moonlight Up and then Alluring Voice, because it's just going to continue Torch Songing, which I could just sit here all day because of Unaware. However, that is not how that goes at all, and Clefable takes a big, fat L. I'm going to go out to Lady Curls. What I decided to do here is to go for a Flip Turn, predicting him to predict me to go directly for Liquid Voice Hyper Voice. So he withdraws Dios Míos and goes into Lucario. Lucario, you know, a little chip with that Flip Turn. I'll take the chip. The chip is always nice. We're going to go back to Retro. I'm assuming this is going to be the Flash Cannon Ice Punch variant that was recently given out. And let me tell you something. Peachy, isn't it? Does not care about absolutely anything that this Lucario can throw at me from the physical side, like this Bullet Punch. You're going to see how defensively oriented and incredible this Nectarine Pokemon is. We're going to go for a Parting Shot. I have a more bold defensive build: Toxic, Parting Shot, Recover, and Hex. If you guys are interested in using the team, that will be at the end of the 3 matches that I decide to record with this team. I'm going to overplay him again. He goes back out to Dios Míos. I get some more chip damage with a Choice Banded U-turn that, while he 4 times resists, doesn't do anything, it does give me that switch initiative to go directly into Lady Curls and threaten him out again. I'm pretty sure this time he's going to want to stay in, so this time I do go straight for the Hyper Voice. And let me tell you something, my Assault Vest Primarina doesn't care about anything in the world your Skeledirge can throw at me. Crisis averted, a potentially massive threat out of the way. He decides to send in his Turtle, which is a lot less ferocious than that Gator that he had on the field. Now, he Terra Shifts, and that's going to give him a free ability to take 1 attack. Think of it kind of like your multi-skill if you want to think about it that way. I decided to take this Earth Power so incredibly that I'm just not even phased by it. I'm just going to Flip Turn, smack him with my tail, and get out of there, and also break the full multi-scale or Terra Shell that he has set up, and that's going to work out really well. I see a really good opportunity for Shien to reclaim his throne as one of the best 6 Samurai cards in all of existence. Right here, I could easily Terrasilize into Flying, and then I could just use my Revenge of the Fallen, aka Supreme Overlord boost, to see how much a Sucker Punch does. I was also kind of thinking Kodo Cleave, but I kind of just want to hit this thing first, even though I know it's going to go for Sucker Punch. And let me tell you something. King Gambit in a defensive Terastallization is so bulky. This Mon is one of the most standard overused Mons for very good reason. Not only that, Supreme Overlord is phenomenal. Anyway, looking at this range, I know for a fact another Sucker Punch knocks this thing out. So, fearing that, he switches out into a Darkrai. And I'm only somewhat scared of Darkrai. It is the perfect sleep fodder for Primarina, because Primarina can take any hit this Darkrai wants to go for, other than like a very weird like Poison Jab or something weird like that if it's carrying that. And nobody uses physical Darkrai. That's not a thing. Just Bad Dreams, Hypnosis. Dark Void, I think, was removed in Scarlet and Violet. Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, guys, if you are interested in using this team, you'll have to check the links down below in the description, but those links and that showing the team and everything will not happen until all 3 battles have been done with this team and uploaded. So if you are interested in use this team, check it out for yourself. Be sure to leave a comment. I'll only pick people leaving a comment down below, and also check out the 3rd video in this series. Anyways, so now that we have a sleeping Death Fodder, Dare, also based on one of the best bands ever, the Gorillaz, U-Turn does not bring this thing down to Focus Sash. As a matter of fact, Choice Banded U-Turn doesn't actually knock this thing out, which I was kind of surprised. So I go out into Psychopatica, in which he reveals a Shadow Ball instead of a Dark Pulse. And looking at this, Dark Pulse would have definitely killed me. So now I'm going to use my ability to be faster than Darkrai just to knock it out. And I know he knows that as well, so he's going to send in some kind of fodder or something to take an attack. And it happens to be Miraidon. Which, at the beginning, I was like, okay, so Primarina can get woken up by the electric terrain, and that would be cool. But at the same time, Primarina is going to get obliterated. So now I'm just going to set up a nice Stealth Rock, go for a nice Ice Beam, and let this thing go down. It's completely okay with me. Psychopatica has done more than enough for me. Darkrai will now die to those Stealth Rocks, so it did the same thing that it would have done as if it stayed in and knocked it out with an Ice Punch. In comes Dare now, and this Moto Electri has to go for some other attack, being the Power Gem. Now I go for a knockoff. I'm not sure why I did that. I don't know what my best attack was in this situation. However, unfortunately, I'm going to get knocked out after another Power Gem. Earthquake probably would have been my best decision. 2 Power Gems, of course, knocked me out. And I tell you what, man, I'm going to go into Shein now, and Shein with the flying typing, I'm almost afraid, but not quite. Because once again, I have Sucker Punch, and this time, my Revenge of the Fallen is even stronger because of Pokemon that have fallen by my wayside. My beautiful, amazing comrades. Electricity dies down from the battlefield, and I still have a flying King Gambit to deal with whatever this thing wants to go for. And I also still have Peacharunt, which does not care about anything physical that Lucario wants to go for. I'm also alleviated to the fact that this is most definitely the one from the giveaway, because here comes an Ice Punch. Corey, you're not in this battle. You do not get to freeze. That is not how that works. I'm going to go for a Parting Shot really quick as he swaps his Lucario out into Arcanine. The Intimidate doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form, which he doesn't have it. I just go for a Parting Shot here. So he has the Flash Fire boost. That's fine. A weakened Arcanine is not a very good Arcanine, as a matter of fact, because Shein is the flying type as opposed to the steel type. I can very easily come in once again. And I'll show you that. He goes for a Flamethrower that doesn't do hardly anything. So Koto cleaves all the way through this Arcanine. It goes down. And now we still have Shein standing very, very strongly. And remember, his last Pokemon will die to the Stealth Rocks. So now he's going to send in his Terapagos, which takes this Stealth Rock damage. And I swear, I must have miscalculated this somewhere, because I'm thinking, okay, this thing definitely dies with Sucker Punch, but he does go fully Terastal in this turn to his Terastal Terapagos form, which gains a little bit more HP. Think of it kind of like the Zygarde Complete form. A Sucker Punch does not knock it out after the HP investment, and a Terra Starstorm knocks me out. You will not know what this is from, because this is a completely custom remix that I found. Major props to the guy who made it. The channel is no longer available. It's actually archived. And I'm sorry about that, because it's an amazing remix for Ace Attorney. I picked it specifically for this situation. I am so scared of this. Here comes a Zen Headbutt. Oh, that didn't do anything. I was actually pretty afraid, since I could not hit this thing with Hex, but I knew I'd get Poison Puppeteer plus Toxic. I was very, very scared of Zen Headbutt, because it would have absolutely wiped Peacharunt off the map. However, either this Terapagos is not very good in attack, or this thing's too bulky. I'm going to go with it being too bulky, and we easily deal with it. This would have been bad, because then Lucario could have easily beaten Rillaboom, most likely. And it just would have been a really close match, because remember, the Stealth Rocks will finish off the Darkrai. So all I got to do to win this match now is to take down the Lucario. And Hex looks like it's a clean 3-hit KO. And I can easily recover on Flash Cannon, Ice Punch, and Bullet Punch. I go down to 12 and go for a recover. And now that means I can get 2 more Hexes, and that is going to be the end of the game, because the Darkrai will die to the Stealth Rocks. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really like the team that I've come up with. What do you guys think of Peacharunt? How do you use it? Do you use it defensively or offensively with with Toxic and Poison Puppeteer, or do you go the route of Nasty Plot Bulky with Malignant Chain and Shadow Ball? Let me know in the comment section down below how you think offensively this Pokemon is best used. And until next time, I'll see you in the next battle. Power on, power off, and take care. Thank you, Kylette, for the battle, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, very, very quick. Next Friday's upload will be up by next Friday. I couldn't get it done today. Sorry. Enjoy the upload. See you next time.